So how do you think she did? Yeah, I thought it was a beautiful moment, this passing of hope from one generation to another. And it made me think of a word that begins with C, which made me smile because it seems like there's a lot of words in this climate issue and movement that begin with C. We had sorry, I should introduce myself. I'm Ricken Patel from Canada with Avaaz. I remember we had one person on our team who suggested a campaign to counter the corporate cartel and cabal of climate criminals who had captured Congress. We get a little carried away sometimes. But the word that begins with C that I was thinking of was connection. Because while climate change and the devastation that it causes threatens us like never before, it also promises to connect us like never before. It offers us an opportunity to become more than we ever have been. It's kind of amazing to think about the idea that just 1,000 meters below our feet, there's molten lava. And a few thousand meters above our heads, the air is too thin to breathe. We exist in this sliver, this slender sliver. Our home is a fragile balance. And anything we do that affects that balance affects every other person all across the planet. It connects us in such a profound way. Someone once told me that what it would take to unite human beings, unite humanity across the planet, would be an alien invasion. We've seen a number of aliens walking around the conference here, and I think they might say that they're not that threat. It's actually climate change that is that threat. Actually, I should admit, I got that idea from Independence Day. Really bad movie. Sorry, I lost my place. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's really easy to miss the history that's going on here. In all these conferences and the drafts and the protocols and the aliens and the treaties that are going on. Something very historic is going on. And sometimes out of our darkest moments, our brightest lights come forward. It took the horror of a world war to give us the vision of human rights and of nations united. And maybe, just maybe, out of the devastation that climate change threatens us with, we will have something great and inspiring come out. In some ways, it's the most ambitious project of collective enterprise that humanity's ever engaged in. That's what we're here engaged in. And what it looks like here is a real deal. A grand bargain between North and South, between East and West. Finally, a deal where rich countries, after centuries of exploitation and indifference, have to deal with poor countries because they need them to solve this problem. So we're all connected in this cause. And this vigil here tonight, all of us are connected to 3,068 other vigils all across the planet. People from Kabul to Kandahar to Copenhagen, from Egypt to Ecuador. We've got face painting in Toronto, and people are singing and dancing in Brazil, and huddling next to the Berlin Wall, just as cold as we are, I'm sure. And there's a tremendous connection, and what unites us is a call for a real deal. A deal that is what? Fair, ambitious, binding. Great. It's good to hear. These people are on message. Good job. We're all united by this call, and fair means $200 billion in long-term climate financing. And ambitious means we peak emissions in 2015 and get them down to a safe level of 350 parts per million. And binding means legally binding and enforceable. None of these other definitions of binding they're trying to come up with right now. So a real deal will connect us all, and it will take us all to get it. And it will require a connection amongst generations, a connection amongst families, amongst nations, amongst friends. So as a symbol of that connection that we all share here tonight with each other and with people all around the world, I would ask you, if you're holding a candle, to offer it to someone next to you, either exchange candles or offer it to someone who doesn't have a candle. I'm told that Archbishop Tutu is just on his way, so maybe we'll take just a moment while we exchange candles to wait for him.
I take another, like... Mine's still not.